Welcome back. This is Sealchan, and this is my Minecraft Alpha 1.0 progressive Longplay. Excuse that interruption. Anyway, today we are still in the research phase of round 18. And having crafted many things from gold and completed further research, we're going to say goodbye to 2 items. And in order to do that, I'm going to head to the building workshop. We will tell the story of those items from beginning to end. And in doing so, we will understand the role they play in this game. I dig it. Okay. Let's talk about, well, let's come back to this. In this round, we researched what you can do with wheat and discovered that its only use is as a part in a crafting recipe for something else. So, for that reason, we say goodbye to wheat. We discovered wheat when we researched what you could do with seeds. And we discovered seeds when we used a hoe on a grass block. It took us a lot longer to achieve collecting a stack of wheat in a wheat farm, because my initial attempts were frustrated by a lack of understanding of just how clever passive mobs could be. Let's talk about that again, because it's important. I believe that if you look around on the internet, wheat farms seem to be considered a challenge in alpha, because somehow mobs can get in there. The four-leggeds, like sheep and pigs and cows, well, they can't jump over a fence. But they can if they're on a block at the same level as a fence, with only 1 block gap. And that's because their rear leg can be on this block, and their front leg can climb the invisible half block, just like a step. That's 2 blocks over. once I realized this, I created this 2-block gap here and ensured that was the same elsewhere. We have had no problems at all with any mobs spawning and trampling our crops. Similarly, within your fence line, you can have no possible grass blocks. I don't know if mobs spawn on pure dirt, but if you till all the ground and hydrate it, even if you don't plant it, your crops will be safe. So, that's my contribution to alpha farming. Well, the music plays. Let's pass the time with resource collection. Alright, well, let's get back to the building workshop. The story of wheat is quite prolonged. It would normally be an early game food source. It's still not even a food source. Probably in the next round, we'll craft that first loaf of bread. But the story of wheat is over. Of course, we'll make use of wheat. Let's put the wheat in the kitchen. All of these loaves of bread were discovered as loot in dungeon chests. But as I said, in the next round, we'll finally make our own. And after doing the recipe research, wheat has come to its end. And it has participated in its full cycle. Again, we'll talk about bread in a future round. Now let's talk about the book. The book was a bit of a surprise. Researching the recipes for reeds, which we collected a full stack of in our reed farm in Elsie Fort, we discovered that you could make paper from reeds. Paper doesn't have any use other than as a part in another crafting recipe, again, namely the book, which I'm holding here. It's kind of hard to see it. The book, according to my recipe research in the Minecraft wiki, also can be used in a recipe. So in a future round, we will craft that recipe. That is, for the recipe for the bookshelf. Other than that, there is no other use for the book. So the book, its story, has come to an end. Let me take this pick. Okay. So that's it for this episode. I just wanted to tell the story of the wheat in the book and how they literally play their part as we progress through all the things you can do in Minecraft Alpha 1.0. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you in the next. Take care.